morning, my dear students. I hope you all are doing great. My name is Suvanghi Ojha and I am from Kolkata. Today I am going to start a new chapter and today's topic is adjectives. Now, you all have read about adjectives in your last standard. As you can see, the first page, that is the introduction slide. Now, can anybody of you tell me what are adjectives? See the second slide. What are adjectives? These are words that describe nouns and pronouns. That means these are describing words. Every day in our day-to-day life, we use certain words that describes the number, the quality, the size, the shape, etc. of a noun or a pronoun. Now, if I place in front of you some of the examples so that you can understand completely, look at the first example. Reena is a beautiful girl. In the first sentence, what do I say about Reena? I say that she is a beautiful girl. Therefore, Reena is beautiful. This describes the quality of a girl, that she is beautiful. In the second sentence, there are 30 students in my class. How many students are there in my class? 30. Look at the third sentence. I had some rice in lunch. How much rice did I have in lunch? Some rice. Therefore, any words which describe about some certain person or thing, they are called adjectives. Is it clear? Coming to the next slide. Kinds of adjectives. How many kinds of adjectives are there? There are basically 6 kinds of adjectives. What are they? First is adjectives of quality. Second, adjective of quantity. Third, adjective of number. The fourth one, demonstrative adjective. The fifth adjective is interrogative adjective. And the last one, the sixth one is possessive adjective. Now, we move to the first kind of adjective, which is adjectives of quality. What does adjective of quality state? It tells us about the quality or tells about what kind of a person or thing we are talking about. For example, you can see in the PPT, it says Lisa has a silver car. Therefore, what kind of car does Lisa has? She has a silver color car. Silver is a color. It describes the quality of the car that Lisa has. Look at the second example. Rohan is a cooperative boy. What kind of boy is Rohan? He is cooperative. That means he is helpful. Similarly, there can be other examples as well, like green, kind, polite, gentle, cheerful, beautiful, wonderful, mesmerized, dangerous, terrific. These all are words which describes the quality of something. That means it tells us something about a person or about a certain thing. Now, next we move to the adjective of quantity. What does adjective of quantity state? It refers to quantity of a thing. That means it answers the question how much. For example, look at the first one. Ayush ate the whole cake. What did Ayush do? He ate the entire cake, the whole cake. Therefore, whole is the adjective of quantity in the sentence. Now, look at the second sentence. There is little water in the jug. How much water is left in the jug? Little water. So, little is adjective of quantity. It tells us about the quantity of the water that is left in the jug, isn't it? Now, similarly, apart from whole, little, there are many more examples of adjectives of quantity. What are they? They can be most, much, enough, some, few, many, which all are adjectives of quantity. That means it all answers the question how much of a thing is meant. Is it clear? I hope I am clear to you. Next we come to adjective of number. Now from the term number, what do you understand? That it exactly tells us about the how many quantity of a thing we are talking about. Adjective of number, it tells us about the exact number of the thing meant. Therefore, it answers the question how many. For example, look at the first one. Ria has bought 10 new dresses. How many dresses has Ria brought? She has bought 10 new dresses. Next, December is the last month of the year. So, which month? The last month. So, first, last, second, then, these all which states about the exact number of the thing meant are called adjective of number. Next comes the next slide, which shows demonstrative adjective. What are they? They are adjectives which indicates person or thing is meant or talked about. Means about which person or thing we are talking about. For example, these flowers are beautiful. We are talking about the flowers which are close to us. These refers to a thing which is close to us. These. Therefore, next, the second example, that house is hers. Which house? That house. That is, this means that it is far from us. We can see it. That house is hers. We are pointing towards it and we are talking about it. Therefore, we are pointing at something. We are pointing at the house and we are telling that it belongs to her. Similarly, this, that, these, those are all demonstrative adjectives. Next, the next slide talks about the interrogative adjective. Now, this one is very easy, isn't it? Interrogative, we all know it is used to ask questions. Questions like, whose book is this? I'm talking about somebody's book. Whose book? Next example, which story did you like the best? Now I'm asking someone, which story does he or she like the best? Similarly, any question which begins with WH like who, whom, where, why, these are all interrogative adjectives. Coming to the next slide and the last one of the topic adjective, we talk about the possessive adjective. These are adjectives that show that something belongs to somebody, means it is the possession of somebody. For example, my house has 5 rooms. I'm talking about my house. I'm talking about my house. That means my house has 5 rooms. The second example, her dress is beautiful or colorful. Therefore, I'm talking about whose dress? I'm talking about her dress. Similarly, his, our, their, your, these all are possessive adjectives and it shows that something belongs to somebody. Now, this is the entire topic of adjectives. I hope you must have understood the entire topic properly. And now we will begin with some of the exercises to see that you have understood the topic well or not.